Hey guys, Michael B. the Game Genie, back again for another Top 3 Tuesday. First thing I want to do is say thank you to the people who made video responses last week to Top 3 Mega Man games. They were KWKBox, Nessum Simpson, The Gamester 90, Weekend Game Guy, Brazzle the Gamer. Brazzle's video is hilarious if you haven't seen it. Curio Cabinet. Mike Tendo, Mike Mega Man 3, Russ Lyman, and Jay-Z Ness. So thanks guys, really appreciate it. This week we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about Atari 2600 games. I haven't talked a lot about the Atari 2600 on my channel just because I always had a really hard time capturing it, and recently found a way to do it, and I'm pretty happy with it, so we can start talking about it. The other reason is I never really fully appreciated Atari 2600 games until recently. Like most of you know, I recently became a father. I have a beautiful little daughter now, and while that is amazing, it also eats up a lot of my time. So it's so hard to actually find time to play video games. And if you look at 36-year-old Mike with a child, compared to, 17, 18-year-old Mike, my video game tastes are very different. 17, 18-year-old Mike, basically give me whatever you got, the longest experience ever, role-playing games, that's what I was really into. But 36-year-old Mike, I have such limited time that when I'm playing a game, I really want that short burst experience, and the Atari 2600 is the perfect system for that. All the games are meant to be played for, they can be played for as long as an hour, played for as short as 2 minutes, and really you kind of get the same experience. So I've really been enjoying playing a lot of Atari 2600 games and exploring the library. So this week on Top 3 Tuesday, I want to give my top, not the best, but my top 3 Atari 2600 games. The first game is gonna seem very familiar because it's one of my favorites, and I might be wearing rose-colored glasses, but I don't think I am. I think it's really good.
Halloween is a game on the Atari 2600 that I quickly fell in love with, so much so that I actually just reviewed it. Check it out if you haven't already. Halloween sees a babysitter character traverse through a house while avoiding the onslaught of Michael Myers, all the while rescuing kids and collecting points. The game is fun and easy to play, and it even has a fantastic rendition of the classic Halloween theme. Being the big horror fan that I am, this game is a constant go-to for me on the Atari 2600.
Yeah, Halloween, guys, it's actually an excellent game. So much so I just reviewed it. Not all of you have watched the review so far. I don't know if that's because of the time it came out or whatever, but anyways, if you haven't, please go back and check out my Halloween review. Really appreciate it. Anyways, next up, my second of my top 3 Atari 2600 games is...
Ever since I saw the Seinfeld episode of George and the Arcade Machine, I've been mesmerized by Frogger. The goal is simple: move your frog from one side of the screen to one of the safe landing points on the other. The only problem is that first you have to avoid the oncoming traffic of the freeway, and then navigate the moving elements in the river to reach your goal. Although I never played this as a kid, as an adult I'm surprised by how much fun I have playing it. Actually, I experienced lost time. Yeah, like in Alien Abductions, except it's Frogger related. I sit down to play for 10 minutes, and next thing I know, it's 2 hours later.
And last but not least, my favorite Atari 2600 game, my number 1, is...
Okay, so this one is purely for nostalgic reasons because honestly, this isn't a great port of Pac-Man, and there are so many better copies out there. But when I was 6 years old, I went over to my friend Joey's house for his birthday, and his parents had got him an Atari 2600 and Pac-Man. Minutes later, I picked up the joystick and officially played my first ever video game. While today you look at it like the unwanted stepchild, but for me that day, it was pure magic, and I can't help but feel that way every time I play it.
So yeah guys, those are my top 3 Atari 2600 games. Again, like I told you, this is not a list based on the best Atari 2600 games, just my top 3 that I enjoy playing right now. And honestly, I don't know that much about the system. I don't know a lot about the library, so I'd love to hear from you guys. Tell me what your top Atari 2600 games are, make some suggestions for games for me to try out. So please go ahead, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section below, or make a video response. Like always, if you make a video response, click a link to it in the comments to the video, or especially send me a message on social media, like either put it on my page or hit me up on Twitter. It's great because I really want to see these, and I really want to learn what your top 3 Atari 2600 games are and see if there's new games I've never even heard of. Anyways guys, thank you so much again for watching. It's Michael B. the Game Genie, and I'll talk to you next time.